Wait, what? I never heard about this place before. Look at these statues. Speaking about African mysticism, wow. If you guys know who Credo Mutua was, used to be a prophet. He told a lot of stories like the Shitauri. Shitauri, if you don't know, it's what we call in nowadays the reptilian people, the lizard people. And he also told many stories, beautiful stories, as like the time that the Earth didn't have a moon. He also is a very prolific writer. He has a lot of books written on the subject. If you are interested in deeper stories about human civilization and so on, I think it's something that you should definitely read about. I would love to know more about these statues. Let me know down below if you know who Credo Mutua was. Wow. It's very interesting. Very interesting, eh? Every monument here is a different story, eh? Is that the Oppenheimer Tower? Have you seen the Oppenheimer Tower?
Yeah, and then where's the burial space? People used to be buried. This is the belief that Credo had, that people will be buried.
This is how a person will be basically buried, basically mummified, and put it into the what do you call
grave
it?
Standing
into
up.
the grave standing up. Wow.
The significance of a circle is that it represents the womb. It's like you're going back to where you come from.
Oh, so the process of the afterlife and come back again.
Life cycle.
Life cycle.
Circle of life.
And that one there, that is very interesting.
That's the reptilian, because that's what Credo Mutua was about. Dinosaur era and stuff like that.
Like the belief that the dinosaurs and people, Asian people, they coexist together basically, and not the mainstream science that says it was 65 million years ago with a comet. Yeah.
But we were there, we were living amongst them.
Wow. This is also very interesting, eh? We talking, but just depends on the interpretation that you have, of course. I'm a science guy, but I also love these type of stories, you know, because it gives you another spin. Makes the story more interesting, let's put it this way.
The narrative of the place is that the king already had, I mean, this was way before the times of the AIDS pandemic. So this
1979.
1979, yeah. So he's sitting in front of his sorcerer, you know, to consult, and this is basically a prediction about the AIDS pandemic. As you can see, it's a king. Yeah,
And
that's a phallic.
that's a phallic, okay,
That's
phallic symbol.
That's the king's.
Wow.
Represent the infections, the diseases. So that's what these little spots there are. It's like an infected pea.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
The side effects of AIDS and so on.
This was Credo Mutua's art here, depicting that story. And this was done in 1979, which is a place of stories, or place of news. That's the direct translation. But this was a congregation place where people would come, and it's like a court, you know, whereby you meet together and discuss things, you know, parliament if you want. And in front of us, the statues here, it's the mother, it's the father, and then it's the child. And they used to pray to these statues when they gather here. So before they pray to the mother first, because the mother is the giver of life. So that's why we call Mother Earth, or you know. So she's kind of like the goddess. And then you pray to the Father, and then the Son. So it's like the Trinity as well. When you think about the Christianity, it's the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Correct.
Right? He's got 3 faces. No, he's got 4 faces. some are at the back. So those symbolize all the races in the world, which is actually black, white, red, and yellow. You know what that means, right?
We got so many interpretations to see this right through, you know?
Yes, yes. I mean, obviously, he's got an animal head right there on top, and then he's got the
lions.
cow and the leopard. The cow represents black people's lives, and then the leopard represents femininity. And then when you look this side, mom, he's got 4 eyes. She's got 4 eyes. It's the 2 normal eyes, and then you've got 1 in the chest.
In the chest, yeah.
And then you've got 1 by the knee here, somewhere here.
You don't want by the knee.
Yeah.
Why by the knee?
Well, she so that she can see everything.
Wow.
And then same as the breast, she's got 4 breasts. You've got the 2 big ones, and then the 1 small one there.
The one day in the middle.
And then you've got the 4th one here, of which it's feeding the.
Wow.
I think it's a sheep.
Yeah.
So that means she's also the feeder of the nation. The story goes here that the one is laughing at the other one because he's got a smaller private part than the other. That also represents the conflicts of the world, that how we tend to fight as people.
Deep.
For petty things. That's where conflict starts. It starts from petty things. I mean, you're laughing at each other because of that. And then this is the bigger sister representing love, Lerato. So she's then kind of like the peacekeeper saying, stop. You know, we need love in the world. So I think that's the narrative around this area here. Yeah.
That's the story.
Yeah.
The Star of David, I can see also the representation of the cross there.
Yeah.
So there is
These are ancient signs.
these are ancient signs, you know, and I love this type of history, especially that show up also in pop culture and so on. Okay, so now we're going to a very sacred spot where the Credo Mutua used to live also. You can see incredible place. And just to mention, Credo Mutua also predicted the 9/11. So on this paint from 1979, you guys can see the towers there, the plane going against the towers. Also a little bit of futuristic cars, you guys can see there also. Very interesting. And another thing, he used to call this also the woman's jail. So if his wives were like fighting, they will bring them here, they sit down, and they only leave this place when they sort their issues out. Okay, so this is the Oppenheimer Tower, to be a watchtower.
49. Yeah. This tower was built of blocks from Shantytown. Commemorates the slum removal scheme inspired by Sir Ernest Oppenheimer. It was built in 1957.
Wow.
So the steps going to the tower is 49 steps, and those represent every township.
Okay. Wow. Wait.
Are you counting the steps?
Nope. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you. Sangonani, guys. Sure, look at this. We got the 360 view from Soweto. Wow. That's a beautiful township, eh? What do you think, brother?
Beautiful.
It's very hot today, 33 degrees. Oh, I didn't feel vertigo at all, eh? I didn't feel any vertigo. Wow. So Soweto literally has 49 townships inside. Wow. It's a whole world, eh?
I think it's the same thing written in Zulu.
Just make sure you stop the video.